Coach, you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. There are the numbers for Brate from a week ago. 11 catches, 126 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On play action, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is James White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Down the line. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Winston. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Balaj. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And now running right through him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for him. And now out come the Patriots. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second down, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 57 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a carry for White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And break. The tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Escaping the pressure right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now White. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Winston from the gun on third down. And the short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a fast footwork by White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Simon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is White on the screen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll look to throw here. Steps away. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And now Edelman. Able to slither by. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Here's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try the option right here on third down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
They run it with Balazs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Edelman set to return. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They stay on the ground with White, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, that's White. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for New England. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And now it's second down. who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive starts with a run by White. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. New England on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On is the punter, King, to send it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium, because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, that a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Winston to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. One last shot now for Winston. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Pats, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me.